Takeover, Bonafide Takeover Sports, here in our new studios, De La Casa, Bonafide. De La Casa, Bonafide, new studio. Bear with us. You know, we got to do some reconstruction of the set. But so we're gonna get to it in a little bit.
Pushing out product.
You know, we still gotta feed y'all, feed the streets. You know what I'm saying? Feed y'all a little bit, get something out there towards y'all. Cause there's a lot going on in the NBA.
In this short 20-game start of the season,
quarter of the way through, and now it's kind of this place in the NBA. There's no more of that. It's still early. It is still early, but we can things have come into play.
That's a lot of teams now.
A lot of people's kind of come back to reality, so we can see what's going on. You can see kind of how things are playing out.
Who's fake? Who's really about that playoff life?
Yeah. So you can kind of look how things are breaking down. So we're gonna start off talking about some news that's going on in the NBA. Well, you know, Blake Griffin.
Is it back at it again? He can't play anymore.
can't stay on the court. I mean, I feel bad. I like
Blake. I ain't gonna
Austin fell into this man's
got bad knees, man. My man broke his kneecap dunking in the preseason rookie year. I just been seeing it from day one. I'm like, hey, I'm thankful if he plays, but it's always something, man. Yeah,
and so I don't. He's not done, but he got to stay on the court. Like, he's still young. Like, Steph went through the same thing, but
nah, he's like 29 though.
I'm trying to give him hope.
He's the vet, man.
I'm trying to give him hope.
There's no real hope for what's going on with him. He's a lemon. Let's just call it how it is. He's a lemon, man.
But
he's great. He's still good though.
Honestly, I thought this is the year because they put the team on his back,
and that's what it was, I think.
Yeah. But he always gets hurt, so it's not. I mean,
it's not even can't blame that word.
Yeah. So, how do you see this playing out? I know you have a lot. I feel like you have a lot to say about the Clippers organization,
Wob City, and the Clippers. They're back to what they used to be. That's for sure. As an organization, you know, the writing was on the wall. As you know, as soon as the Donald Sterling thing happened, then you gave Doc the keys to everything. Chris Paul leaving, Chris Paul beef. Blake Griffin beef with sports equipment guys, DeAndre Jordan locking himself in closets and stuff during the free agency period. There's a lot of drama writing on the wall for these guys in the long run, and this was expected. I saw this coming, as I think half the world did the last 2 years. But their season's done. Their season's definitely done. I think they've lost 9 out of their last 12 games. I mean, they're currently holding a 3-game winning streak, but that's only, going to be short-lived because Blake's gone for at least, next 6 weeks, I believe, with the MCL sprain. Yeah. So he's out for a little bit, and
lost
Patrick Beverly. I think Gallinari's been dead since 2 years ago.
Room in every hospital of the team.
Exactly. He's literally just hurt half the year everywhere he goes, which I don't even know why Doc made that move, but that's why he's not the president of basketball operations anymore. But that's another story. DeAndre Jordan, they're trying to currently trade him right now. Where it's funny where I think Bleacher Report came out with a potential landing spots of his trade, which is I think the Bucks, the Suns, the Cavs, which I think everybody's been rumored and heard that. I forgot the other team. And
hopefully it's us. I mean, can it be us?
I mean, I don't want that though. I don't really want to watch Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to watch that stuff.
They're not really doing that much this year.
They're not, but at the same time, they changed the rule. You gotta remember they changed that rule a little bit. But I still don't like to see that because that hurts you at the end of the game. Like, you're supposed to be on the court if you're a main factor. So if you can't be on the court, I don't like that. And then the team that they also said was the Dallas Mavericks, which is hilarious because that whole, like I mentioned earlier, with DeAndre locking himself in a room and not being able to decide where he wants to go. So the Clippers are done, 8-11. Blake, I mean, he got to go somewhere else. They just got to blow up that whole roster and just go back to the Clippers of 10 years ago before this Lob City nonsense.
Yeah, I thought they had some real hope for them, honestly, because it's just
they had good at first.
Yeah, they had Teodosic
or something.
Milos.
Yeah.
So they had him, the oldest rookie in the history of rookies, and so he,
was it Pigioni? I was 37 for the Knicks.
so yeah, so they look good at first, but hey, and so
injuries happen, bro.
Yeah, I know, and so that kind of transitioned into the West. What's going on now? Who slides into that last spot? Yeah. Well, I mean, I got.
It's funny you asked that because I've always said they weren't going to be in the playoffs anyway. So I'd like to know who you got.
No, I mean, for me, do I dare say
the Lakers?
Yeah, I was like, do I dare say they slide into that AFC?
They possibly
if they get themselves together.
Has LeBron spoken into existence?
I don't know, because Brandon Ingram's playing a lot better.
He's playing a lot better.
Lonzo being Lonzo. But Brandon and Steph made a really valid quote about. I feel like every episode now we're talking about Lonzo, but I feel like like Steph made a really valid quote about how people hopefully didn't judge him over 20 games. And that's true. That's real. I mean, Steph did not play well. People when they traded Monta Ellis. People were really confused because it's like Monta Ellis was an
established star at the time, and all not even an all-star. He's robbed of a couple all-stars at that point, but still, let's not compare that to Steph Curry's career because even if you look at the percentages, these dudes weren't necessarily dead last in every offensive category. Yeah. So it's different conversations when these dudes say that.
Yeah,
I hate it.
Okay, so I mean, so with that said, we think the Lakers are gonna slide in. The Thunder might
not
battling for the eighth spot.
The race for 8 might be that, man.
You know,
which would be crazy, and I'd be like, that'd be this guy's fault.
I don't know.
That'd be this guy's fault. The guy who does this.
He's not. Is he playing that bad?
I don't think he's playing that bad. Not even say his name. I mean, it's just who he is, though. He comes everywhere he goes. Teams look a little bit worse. It's just a proven fact right now.
Yeah,
I'm scared for Melo, man. Didn't mean to say your name, but I have to.
Yeah. And so, who was also playing out of his mind. And so, hopefully they can... Well, he's playing with your favorite player in the NBA, my guy Chris Paul. So, James Harden is really having...
They're 5-0 without him. With him in there now.
Yeah, I know. He's really having a crazy season.
And he has a crazy turnover to assist ratio I saw, too, the other day.
Yeah. And so, he's showing, basically, all the MVP talks. And everyone... Like you said, we're here to speak the truth. Everyone pumping the Kyrie MVP talk. We said it here first. It could happen. I get it's something that would be nice to happen. But James Harden's blowing that whole narrative out the water because he's out here playing. He's to me, you'll walk away at this point in time of the season MVP candidate.
I mean, let's be real here. He's done that for the past 3 years.
Yeah, and he got snubbed.
Came and snuck in.
He got snubbed.
I'm gonna still go on that road where he's still gonna get robbed. Because a lot of things have to happen.
He's averaging 31, 5, 10 assists. It's 9.8, but I'll give him the 10 assists, basically 2 steals, 1.7, 0.5 blocks, 45% from the floor, 40% from the 3.
Compare those to last year's numbers, and those are still pretty good too.
Yeah, but
Russell was the one who got that too, but I still just think he's gonna get snubbed because I feel like there's something that the league, it's kind of like the Kobe effect.
Who do you think would get it over him this year? There's always Russell's not getting it.
Russell's not getting it because
who you got getting it over him this year?
I'm gonna go with wherever the Cavaliers head to, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but LeBron James may very well get it because of what he's doing at this stage of his career. And the NBA is all about storylines and plots and the dramatics and themes and Spike Lee joint stuff. So it's this whole thing where LeBron's been rolling with a crappy team and now his whole team is still doing what he's doing and they're currently holding I think a 9-game winning streak anyway or something like that right now, which obviously is early, but with his numbers and what he's been doing in the league, if all goes well, I see LeBron James stealing that again just because he's due for one at least. When a player like that doesn't get one for a while, he's due for one, especially if he's playing at the level he's playing at right now. Even though I hate to say it, but that's what greatness is.
Yeah, and then and Robin's coming, IT, so that's gonna hopefully, boost his
that'll boost his numbers up, so you gotta remember it's only 20 games in. LeBron is still doing what he's doing with the team that he has now. Yeah. This league's about storylines and plots, and what has been a narrative all season. LeBron James hasn't been playing without his best guy, IT, which you get it. Still has Wade and everybody.
People really think IT's about to come and save the day. They're playing better. The guys are playing better.
Let's not disrespect IT too much. But it's what is he really going to do?
He's not going to save the day.
He's not going to change the locker room. He's not going to change Wade putting up 9 points a game.
He's not going to change. But it's just Like, I don't want to see like we're here shaming IT because you know he may see this and get mad and get in his emotion.
I don't
like
care. He might say that I emotion or something. So it's like,
whatever he's been doing all season, getting in his emotion.
Yeah, he's getting really emotional. He's real emotional. He's acting like a little kid now. Like anytime I see him cheer for LeBron, I'm like, oh, he just looks like a little kid. Yeah, Dad. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Yeah.
He got his little children's play suit on. But all right, but no, like so. With that said, I ain't trying to say like we're trying to shame IT, but with no, you are. But it's just like I need to see him do it again. I need to see him do it again. I need to see him do it again.
It's 1 year of doing that incredible stuff.
He had a good year the year before.
What was happening the years before that?
I need to see him do it again. Like, he was playing well, but being a top. What would you consider him last year? Top?
He was a top 5 guy in the league last year.
So being a top 5 guy last year, I need to see you do it again. Like you can't just be a top 5 guy for 1 year and then just fall off the face of the map. Like
because last I checked, he was putting up like 22s and 20s, which is nothing to bat an eye over. But he wasn't. That's an incredible year. That was just an incredible stat career year. Players have career years.
Yeah, So hey, I need to see you do it again, IT, to get all this. IT's changing the game and all that type of stuff.
And we talking about their defense too, and like we talking about defensive liabilities. But I mean, Kyrie's looking better on D, so like maybe he'll be a defensive stopper over in Cleveland. He did dunk on me in 2K, so you know what I'm saying.
I can't. All right, so we'll catch y'all next time. Thank you all for watching. Please subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, Bonafide Takeover Sports _617, and catch y'all next time. Appreciate y'all.